gourds with to help boost the immune system. And I also have my tart cherry juice so that I can sleep peacefully tonight. I wanted to share with you guys the things that I keep around the house to keep my immune system strong and kind of how the immune system works. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you give me like a heart emoji or a smile or a thumbs up? It's a little bit further away than I'm used to. Anyway, so I wanted to share all of these things with you and kind of my idea and the reason why, and thank you, I'm so passionate about the immune system and its power and how prevention can help us keep us from getting sick or lessen the effects of an illness if we do catch a germ. So this quick idea of the immune system, I like to think of it as an army, and this army is inside of us and it's just ready to go. It's like waiting. It's waiting for the invader. It's waiting for the kid to cough and sneeze on you at the grocery store. And what happens is when the simple version, when the invader comes in, when the germ comes in, this immune system, like an army, goes forward. And the stronger that they are, the stronger that the immune system is, the more likely it is to cut the germ off and completely push it back, or it's going to be stronger or strong enough for that germ to have a mild effect. It doesn't mean that you'll never get sick. It doesn't mean that you're going to have like a 2-day cold and never catch the flu or all of these things, but it means that you are being proactive, which is a heck of a lot more effective than waiting until you get sick and then panicking and trying to find all of these over-the-counter medicines and things right before Christmas or on Christmas Eve or right before the big Christmas party that you have to go to. So that's kind of my short version of an analogy of the immune system. It's why I'm so passionate about this prevention and taking things and nature's way and using nature to keep the army strong. 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your gut, so gut health is going to be super important, which is something that I'll slightly touch on, and I will move through these because I know it's late and everybody has somewhere to be and a bed to get to. This girl. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is probiotics. Taking probiotics is going to keep your gut health or your gut inside of you healthy. There's a lot of different things that go into gut health, and it's this huge complex thing, but we are learning more about it, and we're learning that 70-80% of the immune system is in our guts. And so probiotics are healthy bacteria that help keep the healthy bacteria in our gut active and effective. So then when we have something come in, that same thing with like the immune system is able to go after it. Another thing is stress affects our gut health. I should have turned off my notifications. Sorry. Stress, sleep, all of these different things affect our gut health. But one of the things that we kind of keep in our daily life for many reasons is our probiotics. Another thing that you hear me talk about a lot, in fact, I just made this last night in my Instant Pot. I used my Instant Pot 3 times yesterday. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, I made this elderberry syrup in my Instant Pot. You can make your own elderberry syrup. You can buy elderberry. In fact, tonight, one of my tasks is to finish a blog post for you where I kind of share with you how to make it in your Instant Pot, how to use elderberry syrup, because I had someone tell me that it was disgusting. Like, I don't know. So I put in there special ways for you to incorporate it without having to take it if you have someone that's picky, you have kids that are picky, until you get the feel for it. But elderberry syrup is going to help your immune system get stronger. It's going to also, if you were to get the flu, there's research that shows that taking elderberry syrup within 2 days or 48 hours of the first sign or symptom, you can actually shorten the flu or the cold by 4 days. So this is kind of like nature's flu shot. You heard it first. The next thing that I keep in my to go every single day is a vitamin C from different sources. This is C from nature, but I've talked about it in the past, and it has different rose hips, camu camu, different forms of nature's vitamin C that you can take, instead of it just being like one ascorbic acid or sodium ascorbate, which are different forms of vitamin C. This, my friends, or a blend or a combination of vitamin C is going to kind of give you different forms of it coming into your system to kind of keep your system guessing, your immune system guessing. The next thing that I think is really important is using real food. So I talk a lot about supplementation, which is something I'm very passionate about, especially when it's a clean, whole supplement. But I think that incorporating during this time of year more raw garlic into your lifestyle is really important. Garlic is a natural antibiotic, natural antiviral, and I don't expect anybody, to chew on garlic, but if you feel like you're getting sick, or if you've been around people that are sick, you might want to incorporate a little bit more raw garlic into your daily life. You can put it into salad dressing. It's a great way to like just dice it up really fine and put it in with some avocado oil and apple cider vinegar and some herbs, and then you're getting the raw garlic benefits without eating it like a clove. Or you can make garlic tea, which is hot water, some herbs, maybe a little salt, garlic, and it's going to taste like a broth of some kind. So it sounds gross, but it's just like drinking the broth part of soup. If you get sick, that's something I always recommend to people because it's natural antiviral properties. Kiwi is higher in vitamin C. I kind of put this on my Insta stories the other day. Kiwi is higher in vitamin C than an orange. So really look at your fruits and vegetables. Red vegetables, red fruits are going to be higher in vitamin C. Eating those things into your dinners, into your snacks, snacking on kiwi, snacking on oranges, snacking on fresh fruits and vegetables is an excellent way to get nature's vitamin C. Another thing is, of course, tart cherry juice, which has vitamin C in it. It's a good source of vitamin C. Also is a natural source of melatonin. If you are having trouble sleeping or falling asleep or staying asleep, melatonin is going to help you. The sleep hormone's going to help you relax and move through your sleep. You thought I fell asleep right there and I was talking. I wasn't. I was awake. It's going to help you move through your sleep cycles more smoothly. Another thing, I feel like I'm going through these really fast, but if you have any questions, let me know. I use an essential oil off and on. I don't run essential oils in a diffuser all the time. Some essential oils aren't really safe to be around children, so do your research always on anything. Disclaimer for the lawyers. But this one is from Plant Therapy, and it's a germ fighter. I also use, I think it's Immune Boom from Plant Therapy, which is a kid-safe version. However, Young Living also has Thieves. Someone might have to correct me. I believe Thieves in Young Living is the equivalent to Germ Fighter, and in doTERRA, it would be On Guard. So if you have a rep that you love, like, and trust, you should go talk to them and see what kind of essential oils they have and different ways that you can use them. You can use essential oils in a diffuser to help circulate it through the air, or you can use it in a carrier oil with a couple drops. Always use an oil with your a carrier oil, like an avocado oil or an almond oil or coconut oil with your essential oils. It's much safer that way. Not an expert, but these are just the little things I know. I talked about echinacea the other day. I keep echinacea in our home for when we have a sign or a symptom of getting sick. It's like my immediate jump to, and something I didn't bring to the table with me tonight is oregano oil, but I talked about it the other day when I kind of went through this. Oregano oil is going to, if you feel like you have a sinus infection or sinus pressure, sinus pain, story for you. The first time I used oregano oil was I got a sinus infection so bad that my teeth were hurting from the pressure and the infection that was in my sinuses. This was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, probably like 3 years ago. And the reason why I didn't go to the doctor or look into anything is because I didn't want to pay a copay, and I didn't know at the time where my doctor was, which was really smart. But anyways, what I did was I researched natural remedies because that was what I had access to. And what I found was much better than an antibiotic, because the antibiotic is going to disrupt the gut health. We want a healthy gut to have a healthy immune system. But what I found was oregano oil helps with sinus infections, helps with sinus pressure. If you have constant congestion during the holidays or a cold, taking oregano oil is going to help drain some of that. And raw apple cider vinegar. Those were the two things that actually helped me with garlic. Oregano oil, raw apple cider vinegar, and garlic helped me cure my sinus infection without the use of antibiotics and using nature. So I didn't have any dyes or crummy chemicals going into my body, which is amazing if you can use nature first. I always like to give the disclaimer too that in our home, we trust nature first. It's our go-to. It's where we go. And usually 9.99% of the time, whatever that is, it works. In fact, I can't tell you the last time we used an antibiotic in our home, or I guess that's all you get, right? You get antibiotics from the doctor. We haven't used a prescription in our home for an illness in a very, very long time. 2 years? I think it's 2 years. Anyways, so there's that. I forgot my oregano oil. I have my background music is playing. I didn't know it was that loud. I'm reading these. See, elderberry. She says, happened to me. Aniston was super sick, and I took elderberry when I felt it coming on, and I woke up 100% better. I'm sold. That's right. Elderberry syrup is super amazing, and in this blog post, which I am going to get up tomorrow for you, I kind of go through the different ways of picking. A lot of you actually have messaged me and asked me what elderberry syrup to get because you have these colds and you don't have time to make your own, or whatever the circumstances are. There's some really good store-bought elderberry syrups that you can get, and I always like to make my own because we don't use honey in ours because we give it to our little one. He's under 1. Don't give honey to children under 1. And I just like to be able to control what's in it, and it's fun for me to be able to make these things and share it with you guys and empower you to fall in love with nature just like that. So I think that's it. I hope that was helpful.